variables, and equations. Here's a little math cartoon for you to enjoy. Today's lesson is lesson 2.4, variables and equations. We're going to be classifying types of equations and checking equations using substitution. Our Indiana Academic Standard is 7.3.3. Now let's get some vocabulary done. An equation is a mathematical sentence with an equal sign. That's a little different than our expressions that we've been writing. We've written expressions that don't have equal signs. Equations have an equal sign. They even have that base of EQUA, that equal base word. So equations are a mathematical sentence with an equal sign. An open sentence is an equation with one or more variables. An example of that would be 2x plus 3 equals 6. A solution of an equation is a value for a variable that makes an equation true. So when you solve an equation, when you find what x equals, that is the solution to the equation. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes, and don't forget, you have to have a question written down because I'm going to be asking for it in class. For example 1, we're going to classify the equations. We're going to state whether the equation is true, false, or an open sentence. For 1a, it's an open sentence because it contains a variable. For 1b, it is a false sentence because 7 minus negative 6 does not equal 1. It equals 13. For 1c, it's true because negative 9 plus 5 equals negative 4. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down this example. For example 2, we're going to be writing an equation. We're going to spend a lot of time this school year practicing writing equations based on stories or story problems. So for this one, it says write an equation for 6 times a number added to the number is the opposite of 42. State whether the equation is true, false, or an open sentence. We start by writing basically a word equation. So that's what we have here in the boxes. 6 times the number added to the number is the opposite of 42. How would we write 6 times the number? Well, first we have to determine what our variable is going to be. We're just going to use n for our number. So 6 times the number would be 6n. Added to the number would be n is the opposite of 42 would be negative 42. Now we can replace added to and is with the operations or symbols. So we end up with 6n plus n equals negative 42. So the equation is an open sentence because there is a variable. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down this example. Try the quick check on your own. Pause the video, try them, then start the video again to check your work. Number 1 is false because 9 minus 7 does not equal 3. Letter B is an open sentence because it contains a variable. And letter C is true because 4 times 5 is 20. If you need more time to write down these examples, take the time now and make sure that all of your answers were correct. If they weren't, fix your problems. We're going to use substitution today to check answers. So for the problems, you're going to be given a solution and you're going to check and see if it works, if it makes sense. For this first one, we're trying to figure out, is 45 a solution for the equation 120 plus x equals 75? So we're going to start by substituting in 45 for x. So we have a 120 plus 45 Does it equal 75? That's why we have the little question mark there. Well, 120 plus 45 is 165. 165 does not equal 75. So no, 45 is not a solution to the equation. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down this example. Now we're going to do another example of substituting to check. A gift pack must hold 20 pounds of food. Apples weigh 9 pounds and cheese weighs 5 pounds. Can the jar of jam that completes the package weigh 7 pounds? Let's take a look at the word formula here. We have weight of apples plus weight of cheese plus weight of jam is 20 pounds. We're going to let J equal the weight of the jam, which we don't know. The weight of the apples is 9 pounds. The weight of the cheese is 5 pounds. And again, we don't know the weight of the jam, and our total is 20 pounds. So we have 9 plus 5 plus J equals 20. 9 plus 5 is 14, so we have 14 plus J equals 20 for our equation. We're checking to see if the jam can weigh 7 pounds. So we substitute in 7 for J. Does 14 plus 7 equal 20? We're not sure, so we have our question mark there. Well, 14 plus 7 is 21. So 21 does not equal 20. So no, the jar of jam cannot weigh 7 pounds. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes, and don't forget, you have to have a question written down because I'm going to be asking for it in class. Try the quick check on your own. Pause the video, do the problems. When you're finished, start the video again and check to see how you did. I'd love for you to tell me how many you got right, especially tell me on Edmodo. That's your challenge. Number 2, write an equation for 20 minus x is 3. Is the equation true, false, or an open sentence? You would have 20 minus x equals 3. So it's an open sentence because there's a variable. Number 3a, 8 plus t equals 2t. Is the solution 1? So we write the equation 8 plus t equals 2t. We substitute in 1, so we have 8 plus 1. Is that equal to 2 times 1? No, it's not. 9 does not equal 2, so 1 is not a solution to that equation. For part B, we have 9 minus m equals 3. They're wanting to know if 6 is a solution. Substitute in 6 for m. 9 minus 6, does it equal 3? Yes, it does equal 3, so 6 is a solution. For number 4, a tent weighs 6 pounds. Your backpack and the tent together weigh 33 pounds. Use an equation to find whether the backpack weighs 27 pounds. You can start by a verbal model. The tent weight plus the backpack equals the total weight. We know the tent weight is 6. We have no idea how much the backpack weighs, and the total weight is 33. We can substitute in 27 for the backpack weight, so we have 6 plus 27. Does that equal 33? Yes, it does. So yes, the backpack weighs 27 pounds. If you need more time to write down these examples, take the time now and make sure that all of your answers were correct. If they weren't, fix your problems.